Hi, this is Mati Fuller with your midweek reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it resonates, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then this reading is not for you. So today we're looking into soulmate connection, twin flame connection, relationships, love relationships for Aries. Well, let's see what's going on with my Aries, October 10, 2019. Aries relationships, October 10, 2019. Okay, here we go. Energy between you and another person, you got the Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting. So your partner is representing themselves as the Hierophant, which means that they're either really flexible or really rigid, or the Hierophant is some kind of an influence there maybe. And what they want is they want to get back together with you. They want to have a good time with you. They think that you are awesome and they really want to be with you. But you represent yourself as the Five of Cups. You've already turned your back to the relationship. And the Eight of Cups is also confirming this, that, you know, you've already given up on this relationship. So where is this situation going? You've got the Eight of Wands for your, Eight of Swords for your partner, which means that they're feeling trapped in a situation that they can't move on from. They're still hopeful and hoping that something's going to happen with you, and they haven't been able to realize that it's over, you know. And for you, so many things are happening, you don't have any time to worry about this relationship. Even though the energy between you is the Ten of Cups, which is very strange, because if the energy between you is the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it's basically signifying the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. Tens are always the end of something and a reevaluation of the whole situation, and then creating a new beginning based on your evaluation. So no matter what's going on in this situation, it's almost like you both have to realize that this is the end of a cycle. There's no two ways about it. When the tens come up like that, you have to just let it die. Let it die down and then see where it goes in the future. Let's see what kind of advice we have for Aries. So it looks like Aries has already accepted the situation, and they're already starting to move forward and focus on other things. And the partner is still having a hard time letting go and accepting what happened. Anytime the Hierophant is involved in the reading, I also get very suspicious that somebody has imposed some kind of values on the relationship that has broken you up. Not because you didn't get along with each other, but because there was expectations on other areas that were pulling on one of you. And the relationship breakup had to do with somebody imposing traditional values and guilting you into breaking up with your partner. And that is always really, really hard on the partner, because it's unfair, it's sad, it's difficult to deal with, and it's hard to accept that somebody will let somebody else decide whether they can be together with their lover or not. So let's see what kind of advice we have for Aries. Advice for Aries, October 10, 2019. Okay, so on the top of the pile, you've got the Ace of Wands. So it's not just the end of a cycle, it's definitely a new beginning coming. for Aries. And here's an interesting one. This is the card that's in the middle of the advice. There's a choice to be made, and the Two of Swords always has to do with choosing between heart and head. And the two cards that are on both sides of this is the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Now the Queen of Cups, of course, has to do with love, and the Seven of Wands has to do with defending what you have created. So the choice that you have to make here, Aries, is whether it's worth fighting for this relationship or not. Especially if it was broken up through traditional values and dysfunctional expectations from other people. Then you have to basically step back and say, is this really what I want? Because you have the right to be happy too. And you have to have the choice between your love and defending what you have created and what your mind is telling you is the right thing to do. Because, you know, the mind has its own opinions and it doesn't always correspond with how your heart feels. So, big important choice coming up there. Next, we've got Leo. What's going on with Leo? Leo's relationship, October 10, 2019. Twin flame, soulmate connection, or just a regular relationship, whatever you have. For Leo, October 10, 2019. Energy between you and another person. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles has to do with nurturing and making sure everybody feels safe and all their needs are met. It's one of the most nurturing queens in the whole deck. But when you look at the reading here, it doesn't look like so much nurturing is happening. You have your partner is representing themselves as this Six of Wands, which is a person that has been to battle and he's coming back on his horse and he's got a laurel on the top here and he's getting a lot of recognition from people. So your partner wants your recognition. But what they're really feeling is exhausted. They feel like they've been battling you. They feel like the price for that recognition has been too high. And you represent yourself as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is arrogant, rash, just jumps on his horse, doesn't plan out anything. He's just go, 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 full speed ahead. And he's still attracted to you. He still feels passionate about you, but he also wants to try new things. So I can see the energy here is interesting because Leo, you're acting like a Leo, of course. You are the king. You do what kings do. You don't ask permission. You don't care so much about how your partner feels. And your partner is getting exhausted by the whole experience. Now, your partner is still attached to you, because they're hoping that things are going to get better in the future. This is the Seven of Cups, which is the harvest. And you've got the Page of Swords here. You're ready to just go with on any whim, any ideas that come to you, excites you, and you just want to hop on your horse and go for it. And the energy between the two of you is still the Three of Cups, so you still have celebration and love and joy happening between you, but there is some discord happening. I can feel it. There's some discord where you're doing your thing and you're not being sensitive enough to what your partner feels and where they're at. So let's see what kind of advice we have for Leo. Advice for Leo, October 10, 2019. Advice for Leo to October 10, 2019. I was just going to say, I'm so glad the date is easy today to remember, but I'm still screwing up on the date. Okay. So we have advice for Leo, October 10, 2019. Cards are turning. I wonder what that means. Okay, so Leo, you feel like your partner is really hard to please right now. You know, it's like you're on a roll. You're just going for it and doing what you want to do, and you're happy with what you're doing. And your partner is kind of lagging behind and waiting for you to fulfill their needs and things like that. And you know, you just find it really hard to understand what they want and why they want it, and try to please them. So you've basically put a hold on the relationship. You're just kind of sitting on your horse, looking at the situation and wondering what the hell, what is going on here. You've got the King of Swords. You want to communicate. You want the truth to come out, but you're not interested in going into any kind of emotional drama. You just want to talk about it from a headspace. You know, let's be logical about this. And you are also set on arguing and winning the argument, you know, because you're not interested in feeding your partner's drama, emotional drama. It's just not where you're at right now. So it'll be interesting to see where that is going, because it's just gonna, if you don't deal with the emotional dramas of your partner, chances are it's going to escalate, and we'll see what happens in the next reading. Okay, Sagittarius is next. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Relationship, connection, soulmate connection, twin flame connection for Sagittarius, October 10, 2019. What is going on in Sagittarius relationships? Two more. Okay. Sagittarius. Energy between you and another person. 5 of Wands. Not a very good relationship card. The fives are pretty much, has a certain negativity to them. Okay. So it looks like you've been fighting. Your partner represents themselves as the Empress. They're very tuned in, very connected, very creative. They're always pregnant with some kind of new idea that makes them feel happy. And they really want to share with you. So your partner is actually in a pretty positive space here. You are feeling overwhelmed. There's a lot going on in your life, lots of momentum going on, and you've got the King of Pentacles. So there's a part of you that doesn't feel good about money right now. You maybe you don't have enough money, or maybe you're being stingy about it, or maybe it has something to do, there's something to do with money in this relationship that is making you feel unsafe. Maybe your partner is spending too much money, and maybe that's what you guys are fighting about. So where's this relationship going? Your partner still loves you. There's the King of Cups. And you feel heartbroken. There's something about this relationship that is hurting your feelings right now. And I have a feeling I know what it is, because you got the Fool card between you. So I am feeling like your partner is ready to start something new, ready to explore life, ready to just find their own truth and just do their own thing and be really lighthearted about it, because the Fool doesn't worry about anything, especially not money. And the Fool also doesn't consider the other person's feelings very much. So my feeling is that your partner is being really creative, and they're kind of off on a tangent of their own. So even though they love you, they're kind of moving away from the relationship and just doing their own thing and not really putting your mind at ease. And you feel heartbroken that they're not even considering your feelings here. So you're there creating the money, and your partner is out there having fun. I know exactly how that goes. I've been around the block a few times. I've been in that situation myself a few times. And it's not only sad, but it's kind of heartbreaking to realize that you're just taking care of all the practical stuff, and then somebody else gets to just live their life. Yeah. sad. Let's find out what kind of advice we have for Sagittarius. Advice for October 10th, 2019. What's the best approach for Sagittarius? Again, you have the Ten of Pentacles, so there's definitely money issues that are bothering you right now. You know, you're bringing all the money in, but it's also a 10, which is the end of a cycle. And when a 10 comes up, you have to evaluate what you've been doing in the last cycle and what you want to take with you into the new cycle, because there's a new beginning coming. You also feel exhausted, maybe from the fighting, maybe from having to do all the work while your partner is out and having fun. And you also feel like it's very hard to please your partner. You're putting so much effort into this relationship, and they're still sitting there like, you know. So a choice is coming up. This is the Three of Wands. This has to do with how committed are you to this relationship. You've chosen this person, you've walked the path with them, you've maybe been together with them for a while, and now it comes up in your face. Is this really what you want? Are you in or are you out? Are you committed or are you just going to drop it? So that's what's going on. All right, so that was the reading for the fire signs. If you liked the reading, please put your thumbs up and subscribe. It means a lot to me, and thank you for listening. Bye.